All right, what's up, nerds? The other day I was talking about something. The Utah Jazz played the Oklahoma City Thunder, and Paul George put a dagger into the Jazz's hearts. And what it did is solidified to me who the MVP is of this season. And we're going to talk a little bit about it today, why Paul George is the MVP. There really are three candidates for this. It's Giannis, Paul George, and James Harden. But Paul George is this year's MVP, and there's a few reasons why. Now, James Harden is putting up an incredible scoring season, a Jordan-esque, like those first few years with Jordan when he was scoring insane amounts. Right now, James Harden's got 36 points per game. He has the 30-point streak this season. His scoring is incredible. Anyone who doesn't believe that James Harden is an incredible game-changing talent, MVP level, because he's already won it, is wrong. James Harden is incredible. Giannis on the Bucks, who actually got a good coach finally, is putting up insane numbers like he always does this season. 27 points a game. His defense, his rebounding is incredible. The Bucks lead the league in just like every advanced category, offensive, defensive rating. They're just incredible, led by Giannis. But Paul George is the MVP this season. The thing that separates Paul George to me the most is the fact that Paul George is doing this as the counterpoint to Russell Westbrook. And some people may say, wow, that's a big advantage. Honestly, it's a disadvantage. This season, Paul George is averaging 28 points a game, with Russell Westbrook having one of the worst seasons of his career in terms of shooting percentages. People are focusing in on Paul George even more, and they're able to do it because of Russell Westbrook's shooting this season, and he's going out of his mind. So Paul George this year is beating James Harden and obviously Giannis in three-point percentage. He's shooting 40% from three this year, being the number one guy that opponents are trying to stop. And yes, James Harden is the guy that opponents are trying to stop, but part of that is almost an advantage for Harden, who gets to the line 11 and a half times a game. Whether you like that or not, that's almost an advantage for Harden with his ability to draw fouls. That's one of his major talents. And on top of the step back, the incredible finishing, the scoring, and then the assists that James Harden puts up. Giannis is having an offense now that everything is designed to make him better. You have Chris Middleton. They picked up Brook Lopez this year. You have Eric Bledsoe shooting the ball at a career rate right now, playing incredibly well. And then, and guys like Malcolm Brogdon's shooting like 40% from three this year. I could be wrong. Let me know in the comments. I know you will. Words hurt. But Paul George is doing this as the focal point with Russell Westbrook, allowing other defenders to double out on Paul George, and he's scoring regardless. He's just on another level right now, doing things that I just never expected from him. The other aspect that you've got to consider with Paul George is just the incredible defense. He is leading all three guys in steals. He's a Defensive Player of the Year candidate. The Thunder have just an incredible defense this year, yet again, with Paul George guarding the toughest guy every single night. James Harden isn't guarding the toughest player on the opposing team every night while also putting up 28 points per game. It's insane. It's insane. And the fact that Russell Westbrook is averaging how many assists he does, and Paul George is averaging 4.2 a game, that's just a sign of just his offensive prowess this year. That his offense is so dominant, his gravity is so strong that he's able to get other players on the team involved, regardless of the ball dominance that is Russell Westbrook. It's incredible. Paul George is an absolute missile right now that just destroys opposing teams. And the big question mark this year for Paul George, and the joke that people had with the Gatorade commercial and I called ball game or whatever it was, is he had missed like 0 for 17 in clutch shots before the season. He's like 50% this year. He's insane. He's killing it. He's the guy you want to lead your team. He's the guy you want to end games. He is winning games for the Thunder, and he's leading their defense. He's just the most valuable player in the league, and that's why he deserves it. And if you disagree, you can let me know in the comments. Guys, like and subscribe. We are going to be talking about everything this year. This channel is growing. You need to be a part of it. It's going to be a lot of fun. Talk to you later.